Hey, so me and Obama were thinking of playing Sons of the Forest. You guys want to join up?
Sons of the Forest? Is that the sequel to The Forest from a couple of years ago?
Yeah, it's that game about surviving on an island with cannibals and uncovering the mysteries of what's going on.
I think this game has far more going for it, though, compared to The Forest. I'm pretty sure cannibals aren't the only threat in this game, unlike its prequel.
Sorry guys, I cannot join you. That game has too much gore in it and seems a bit scary, but I don't mind watching if that's all right.
It's got gore and it's scary, and yet you want to watch? You're not making much sense right now, Joe.
What about you, George?
Sorry, I can't. I'm busy with something else at the moment, but I don't mind watching as well.
Stop trying to fool everyone, Joe. Do you think we don't know why you aren't willing to play?
Do not start up this drama right now, Donnie. I have a feeling I know exactly what you're going to bring up.
You know me well, Joe, so you should know that I won't listen to that crap. This isn't because the game is scary or has gore. It's because you got COVID recently, and best of all, you dropped out of the presidential election. What a fucking miracle.
Great, you brought it up.
I meant to get to that at some point, Donnie.
Well, we're on the topic now.
You just can't leave things well enough alone, can you?
Do I have to remind you again that that's not who I am?
Right, whatever you say.
You know, I'm a bit disappointed.
What?
Did you give up your spot for Kamala Harris? Seriously?
Do you need a reminder too, Donnie?
Don't be a smartass, Joe.
Kamala's the vice president. Of course, I'm going to support her nominee. Are you saying you wouldn't do the same for your VP if you had the choice?
I would probably, but not if Kamala Harris was my vice president. Excluding the problem of the lack of proper choices.
I think there are plenty of good choices below you both.
Yeah, Kamala Harris. That's who I picked.
No, not her, Joe.
Dude.
Obama, don't think we aren't aware of the fact that you support Kamala Harris's bid for president.
Oh, I know you're well aware. You should also know that such a decision didn't come out of nowhere. I had a lot of time to think about it.
Almost an entire week is hardly counted as a lot of time, Obama.
It is for this situation if you're a normal human being, that is.
Wow, how implied of you.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe that was confirmed yet. It was reported that you were going to stand behind Kamala Harris, but is that actually true?
This really isn't the time nor place for open discussion about whether I support Kamala Harris or not. This also shouldn't be the time for any of this discussion. Let's just move on.
Fine, have it your way, because I'm surprised. People watch these videos for all four of us. I'm not sure if people will invest or care if it's just Obama and me.
Yeah, you two are an odd pair for sure.
You don't say?
Most people assume you would always be playing games with Sleepy Joe over here.
Come on, man, you're calling me that stupid name again?
You're a madman, George, if you believe I would resort to only ever playing games with Sleepy Joe as a duo. This guy stood up on stage during the debate and spoke nothing but gibberish. He was falling asleep. Hell, he even admitted that he almost fell asleep, basically.
All you did during that debate, Donnie, was insult me and my way of running the country. You were asked several questions and never answered any of them properly. Your entire goal was how terrible I am and not what you can do for America.
I can do a lot when I replace you, Joe.
You know, falling asleep during your speeches, Donnie, can also be seen as negative. You just weren't appealing to listen to.
That's not what happened, George. You know that. Plus, you say all I did was insult you, Joe. But if I recall, all you did was the same thing.
Maybe, but you're not denying it.
I remember sitting down with Michelle with a bowl of popcorn and eagerly awaiting for something intelligent to happen. But neither of you couldn't take a moment to focus on the topics you were presented with and instead focused entirely on who's the better president and who's the worst president.
Obama, that is the whole point of the debate. What are you even trying to say?
You know exactly what I meant, Donnie. You both sounded like a bunch of children, and the entire internet knows it. The question is, between the two of you, which option is the better child?
Well, certainly not this old husk.
Last I checked, Donnie, you're almost just as old as Joe is. That statement has almost no value here.
Yes, but I don't have dementia. You know what I meant.
Yeah, but at least say it like it is.
Oh, sure, the one time I don't.
As I said, most people assume you would always be playing games with Joe.
I would never choose to do so under any circumstance, George.
What do you mean? We both literally played Elden Ring Convergence mod together.
Yeah, and look how that fared.
Yeah, Tristan said it was extremely difficult to do anything with that series.
Hold on, didn't Shadow of the Erd Tree come out?
Yeah, it did. I'm still exploring it, but Jesus Christ, the difficulty curve is insane.
You need to keep upgrading your blessing, Joe, or you'll continue to eat shit. Every enemy hits harder than any boss from the base game. You need those blessings to even the odds.
Yeah, but they are seriously hiding those fucking things.
Should we do a video on Shadows of the Erd Tree?
How exactly would that go?
I'm not really in favor of that. I mean, we could do something like taking turns or co-op, but it's inconvenient. FromSoft's multiplayer is so incredibly outdated. If there was anything to seriously complain about Elden Ring, they cannot reinvent the wheel, and create a much better co-op experience because it's been shit since Dark Souls.
True, I'm not really a big fan, but there are always mods. You could do a seamless co-op run of the game.
Sure, but it's still inconvenient. We have already played through the DLC. Sure, Joe is still going through it, but the majority of us are done. I'm not going through the entire fucking game or up until Moog just for Shadows of the Erd Tree. I'm sorry, but it cannot be done.
One more thing, and it was a scary situation, but how are you faring after almost being killed?
Is that how you choose to phrase the question, Obama? Seriously? And as for your question, I'm doing fine. The attempted assassination hasn't halted my plans or delayed anything I was doing. In fact, if anything, it's only improved and pushed forward everything I have ever wanted to achieve.
It can be considered bad or good from certain perspectives, though. Either you're so bad for this country that people are going to extremes just to get rid of you, or terrible people would rather have a fool running the country.
Having a fool run the country is way worse than the vision those morons have of me. They don't realize the damage Joe can do if he continues being the president.
Well, that may be a stretch, but I understand what you're trying to say.
Dude, I'm just gonna leave if all you guys are gonna do is insult me.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm ready, Donnie. You can start it up anytime.
Don't forget to stream the game.
Oh, right.
What, why are you starting in a random camp? It looks like you also already have an axe.
Yeah, both me and Obama started playing already when I decided to hit you guys up to see if you wanted to join in.
How far is this exactly in the game?
We literally just went down the mountain and happened to find this camp.
I mean, we didn't just stumble into this camp. There was a massive red smoke flare being waved by this half-dead soldier. It was basically a beacon to say, come here, look at me.
I see, okay, well, where's Obama?
He should be connecting.
I'm right here.
Jesus, how long have you been there?
I just spawned in. Tell me, is my character still black or did it change?
Why the fuck does that matter? And also, no, you're some other dude now.
Well, I clearly have dark skin.
No, you're not black. You're like some Mexican now, I think.
You think? The fuck does that even mean?
I mean, you know, you look like a Mexican?
Yeah, I can definitely see it. You have that kind of face, you know?
You have dark skin, short hair, and a mustache. All you need now is a good sombrero.
Yo, shit, you serious?
All three of us are saying it. How much more information could you possibly need?
Nah, I want to see. Can you take a screenshot for me?
Yeah, sure, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about.
Wait, why the fuck would you need to take a screenshot? Donnie's streaming on Discord. You can just look at the stream.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I sent the screenshot regardless. Take a look. Doesn't really matter which source you look at.
Looks like it's getting dark.
Yeah, night is
Lol,
setting in.
you
We
just
should probably
attacked
find a
Obama?
place to set up a base soon. And I know exactly where...
Jesus Christ, you weren't lying when you said I look like a Mexican. I can totally see it now.
I told you. Okay, so I was thinking about going northwest from here towards that lake with the small island in the middle. If I remember anything from the previous game, the forest, enemies cannot cross bodies of water. Also, setting up a base next to water is essential since it's by far the most annoying thing in the game next to food. What do you think?
Surviving always begins with the base building. It sounds like a plan to me.
All right, nice. Then let's get the fuck out of Dodge before we get ambushed in the middle of this dump.
Right behind you?
Why would you run through the forest toward this one location? You could have just saved and slept in the tent, and then you would have been able to see freely in the daytime.
Well, that is true. We ain't no bitches.
What does this have to do with bitches?
Whoa!
What the fuck is that thing?
It's a piece of shit. Kill it, beat the shit out of it.
Why are you running? Get the fuck back here.
Jesus Christ, who are the enemies here, the cannibals or you guys?
Yo, I got it reeling. Donnie, get over here. Let's finish the job.
What the hell was it?
It's just a cannibal crawling on all fours.
Well, good fucking night, chump.
That's a cannibal?
Yeah, it looks that way.
What is that shit covered all over its body?
Probably mud so it could camouflage itself.
Honestly, it really does look like it's covered in shit. Donnie, are you sure this is the spot you saw on the map?
Yeah, definitely. This should be the location. We have plenty of trees, and look, even the tiny island I saw on the GPS is here. This has to be it. However, I think we should probably move over here since the trees are much closer than being directly in the middle.
Are you planning on bridging your way over to that island?
I'm not sure yet, but it's definitely on the list of things we're doing.
I don't recall coming up with that conclusion, Donnie. You made that decision all on your own.
Come now, Obama. This is a group effort. We're in this together. What the fuck are you doing in the water, Obama?
I was checking to see if we could still dive underwater in this game.
And how is it?
So far, it's terrible. You can't see shit when you're underwater, and I'm probably assuming that oxygen is terrible, just like in the first game.
The first game had a rebreather, though. If this game introduces underwater sections, then they better have a rebreather or something similar.
Also, weren't there air canisters in the first game as well?
Hold on. Didn't we pick up an oxygen tank earlier in that cave we entered after coming down the mountain?
Yeah, we did. I also got a slingshot.
Wait, you have
look,
a
we have
slingshot?
media stalkers in
Where
this
the
game,
fuck was
too.
there a slingshot?
Hold that thought, Obama. We have a rat on our property. Sorry, your free trial of living has expired, but don't worry. You can pay for it in hell.
Donnie, I don't think these guys care nor understand a single thing you would tell them.
Even better, a free punching bag I can hurl insults at all day and drive my axe into the back of their spine.
Jesus Christ. Were you always this bloodthirsty, Donnie? Should we be worried?
Dude, I'm playing a game.
Donnie, you're not about to build a wall right now, are you?
I was thinking about it. Why?
Seriously? Do you really think those slabs of concrete are going to do anything against the enemies in this game?
I'm assuming you're talking about the mutants just like the first game. Also, these are natural rocks, Obama. These slabs aren't concrete.
You know what I meant, and yeah, I know cannibal patrols will invade us, so they can damage structures. But the mutants will be the biggest problem.
That's unlikely since I turned off structure damage.
Seriously?
Ha, of course you did.
Yeah, I remember what it's like to deal with mutant brutes in the forest, and I want no part of it. All it takes is one hit, basically, and your shit topples over like a bunch of fragile twigs. Yikes. No, thank you.
You're such a pussy, Donnie.
No, Obama, you're just naive if you think you won't be raging at your blood, sweat, and tears being swatted away faster than the Acolyte's ratings.
Ooh, Donnie's taking
Trust
shots.
me, you'll thank me later, I promise you that.
Still a rock wall? Seriously?
It's literally the same as wood building. Instead of chopping wood, you collect rocks and stack them. Yes, by all accounts, the structures you make out of stacked rocks should do absolutely nothing. But this is a game, so who's really considering those details?
Yeah, I guess it is a minor nitpick.
Indeed.
Oh, no, you don't. Get the fuck back here.
Are you trying to kill a deer?
Yeah, but holy shit, this thing dodged my ass like a ninja. That dude was fast.
Did you really think you would be fast enough to outrun or keep pace with a deer, Obama? Seriously? We may be playing a game, but our characters might as well be pieces of shit.
Aren't we supposed to be soldiers? Isn't that why we arrived in a helicopter?
If we're soldiers, then where's my AR-15?
Probably stolen by the fucker that knocked us out in the beginning.
Yeah, probably.
No, I didn't want to create a fucking fire. Oh my God.
Ha ha.
Say, speaking of AR-15s, how do you make arrows in this game?
How does this have anything to do with AR-15s, Obama?
You need bird feathers to create arrows, Obama, just like you would in Minecraft.
Oh, so like this tiny bird right here?
What the fuck are you doing?
What does it look like? I'm trying to get bird feathers.
Are you a psychopath? Do you think you get bird feathers by butchering a bird's corpse with an axe?
Okay, since deer is faster than Usain Bolt, how do we catch fish? I'm fucking starving over here.
It would be best if you went towards the river, west from here, Obama. If you have a spear, you can harpoon the fish out of the water.
Hold on, I just spotted a cannibal camp over here. I'm going to investigate it real quick.
You're seriously going to attack a camp with a little dinky knife?
Yeah, why not?
If you're feeling suicidal, by all means.
Holy shit, oh my God. Donnie, I need help.
What's going on?
Holy shit, he deleted my entire health bar in one swing. There's this guy that's like 7 foot wielding a club. Get over here.
Hold on, I'm coming. I told you, you shouldn't have attacked that cannibal camp.
Yeah, that was reckless, Obama.
I agree.
It wasn't so bad until this monster showed up out of nowhere.
Oh my God, how do you miss this giant ass motherfucker among the rest of the cannibals? Holy shit.
Jesus Christ, he sent your ass flying, Donnie.
And just from the backswing, too.
Holy shit. This dude is legit terrifying.
Haha, I got him. Jesus Christ, I can't believe I killed him with the knife. See, it's not totally useless.
Dude, even though I got knocked on my ass, my initial charge swing still landed on him. We merely traded blows, and don't forget that I saw your ass slicing at his wrist while he was distracted by me. Apart from getting knocked around like ragdolls, he got shredded alive by the both of us.
Okay, cool. Let's loot the shit out of this camp before more decide to show up.
You say all that, Donnie, yet you were terrified when you got your shit kicked in. Funny how it's not so hard after the dude is dead.
Cool story, bro, but can you stop yapping?
Wow.
Before I got ambushed by that dude earlier, I noticed quite a few containers and loot in this camp.
Yeah, just from a quick glance, there are like 6 or 7 containers here. You know, now that I think about it, how is it that the cannibals know to pick up any of this stuff?
They may eat human flesh, Donnie, but they aren't stupid. They know basic survival. Look around you. Look at those tents.
Yeah, and that campfire.
Yeah, how awesome. Anyway, I noticed a female cannibal mourning another Interesting mechanics the developers have added to this game to give more personality to the cannibals.
Okay, but what exactly are you doing with that body?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna burn the shit out of this corpse as a way to mock the ever-living shit out of that cannibal that was just mourning him.
Jesus Christ, you monster.
Are you serious? These things are cannibals. They aren't even human beings. They sacrificed their humanity when they decided to indulge in cannibalism. Okay, the first part of the base is almost completed. Whoa, that mutant girl is here.
Wait, she's here?
Yeah, she just appeared out of nowhere near the base.
Hold on, I'm coming back.
So what exactly is this girl's name? Like, surely she has some sort of name other than Mutant Girl, right?
If I remember correctly, her name is Virginia Puffington. She is one of the Puffingtons you see during the helicopter scene on the laptop alongside her parents.
The question is, why is she wearing a bathing suit?
Is that all you want to know, Joe? Are you sure there isn't some underlining motive you want?
Donnie, can you kindly fuck off?
I will kindly not, Joe.
So what is she doing right now, Donnie?
Right now, she is currently stuck walking into the side of our base.
Yeah, the AI is acting kind of stupid right now.
Apparently, her pathing can't understand that there is a wall right in front of her. My God.
So how exactly are we supposed to befriend her? Because I heard you could.
So from what I heard, you have to stand still without any items or weapons and allow her to approach you on her own.
So you aren't allowed to move under any circumstance and you can't be armed?
Yeah, pretty much.
Interesting. That sounds very similar to how you would allow animals to approach you.
Oh yeah, Joe, I bet you wish he was an animal.
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, what he just said would only apply to dogs or cats, maybe. And even then, the concept behind letting animals approach you is half-baked. I don't think it's a very effective form of taming by any means, so I'm not sure why he even mentioned that, apart from the fact that it sounds fucking stupid.
All right, so the house is complete. We just need to gather sticks so we can complete the large log holder.
Is that an upgrade from the original forest log holder?
You can still get the log holder that has 12 slots, I believe. The large one can hold upward to 24 or 26, I think.
Sticks can be a pain to obtain, though, compared to the logs themselves.
That's mostly true, but I have found that the red leaf trees give the most amount of sticks compared to any other sources. If only Kevin knew this detail, though. I only see that fucker going out of his way to make his life harder by only picking up sticks already generated in the world.
Yeah, well, when you tell him to collect logs, he will actually go out of his way to chop the tree down to get those logs. I'm not sure why they didn't program him to chop the small trees for sticks.
It's stupid is what it is.
How do you know he isn't already programmed to do that?
Because we haven't seen him do it.
You haven't seen him do it? Tell me, does Kelvin chop down trees when there are already logs on the ground?
No, he picks up the logs first and then chops trees down to collect more logs.
So, what if Kelvin's detection range is large enough that he's always detecting sticks? Wouldn't that prevent him from chopping the trees to gather more because he never runs out of sticks to find?
You know what? You do bring up a good point about that. It's very possible that that is the case because sticks could be hiding anywhere, and unlike us, the player. Kelvin can detect and find any stick in the area.
That may be what's happening.
All right, well, let's sleep so we can get some light. I can't work in these conditions.
All right. Oh shit, what's happening?
We're being raided.
Fuck, okay, I'll just save real quick. Okay, you bastards. Do you want to play games? We'll play games. Fuck, I missed.
You started your swing way too early, Donnie.
Yeah, don't worry. Fuck, what the hell is up with these guys?
Yeah, it seems like they can dodge your attacks.
This motherfucker pulled out the Dark Souls roll on my ass. Try dodging this, you filthy maggot. That's right. Eat shit!
Wow, really getting into it, aren't you, Donnie?
My God, these guys run around like monkeys. Oh yeah? You want to go, don't you? You piece of shit, yeah? Yeah, sit the fuck down! And goodbye!
Jesus Christ, you went straight for his nuts.
My God, what a rush. So are there any more? Because I could do this all day.
No, I think that's the last of them. I mean, I think I saw one book it into the forest, but I don't think chasing after him is a good idea.
I love how as soon as things die down, your immediate thought is to burn the fucking bodies, Donnie.
Yeah, my immediate thought
think
is
about?
to burn the bodies because one, they're trash. Two, because you're supposed to throw away trash. And three, because cannibal bodies are a good source of bones. And although there's no point in saying it, but if you can recall in the first game, bone armor, which required bones, was one of the best armor sets in the game next to creepy armor, which I'm sure they still have.
Oh, that's right. I guess you would need a good source of bones then, my bad.
Yeah, that's right. How about next time you think about it a bit more before opening your mouth and start yapping about shit?
Donnie, there is no one on this planet that can yap as much as you. You are quite literally the Yap Master 3000.
Oh yeah, sure, buddy.
Donnie, when you said the house was completed, didn't you actually mean that only half of it was finished?
No, it's completed.
Dude, it's literally open.
Yeah, that's the point. It's an open house. I plan on building the second half of it a little bit later.
Like when? This isn't exactly the most defensive. Like hell, we can't even hide inside the house from the cannibals or mutants due to the massive opening. Also, where exactly is the second part of the house going to go? Is it on the water?
Yeah, that's what I had planned.
How the hell are you going to do that?
Chill out. I heard that this game has seasons. The winners in this game can freeze water and allow you to traverse, whereas previously you couldn't. During that time, you can use half the resources you normally could, setting up foundations and creating an entire base on the water. And you don't need to worry about when winter ends. Since the structures remain floating on the water, don't just suddenly get destroyed.
Oh my God, you're joking. Seriously? The entire building will just be floating on the water then?
Yeah, pretty much. I thought it was silly, but then again, I'm not against exploiting the game for my own benefit.
Yeah, sounds like something Donald Trump would do. It has your mark all over it.
Go croak, Joe.
Unoriginal statement.
Oh, interesting. I just found this random abandoned camp on the beach.
Oh yeah? What you find?
A bunch of containers, a dead guy, a bunch of other shit. You know, just the sort of shit you would find in an abandoned camp. No miniguns or rocket launchers or nuclear launch codes, none of that sort of thing.
I don't think anyone is expecting a minigun or rocket launcher to be just lying on the beach, especially the nuclear launch codes.
Oh, I know. I was just being sarcastic. I originally came down here to see if I could find sea turtles for turtle shells. Managed to grab some fish on the way down, but so far no sea turtles anywhere.
Sea turtle shells? Oh, right. Weren't they needed for the rain collector?
Yeah, that's right. We're going to need some fresh water somehow, unless you can boil water on that cooking pot, which would be far more convenient than looking for sea turtles. All right, so I managed to catch a lot more fish on the hike back up. Did you figure anything out with that cooking pot?
Yeah, I did. I learned that you can boil water, which takes care of the clean water problem. However, another problem presents itself having learned that. Turns out that the cooking pot has some recipes tied to it. You don't just use it for boiling water, you can throw in raw meat or fish alongside some other ingredients to make dishes that grant certain or multiple buffs.
Well, that would be expected.
Yeah, but we don't have any of the things it requires to make even a single dish. Boiled meat soup is the easiest thing to make.
Boiled meat soup? That's got to be the most generic food dish I've ever heard.
It's literally just boiled meat in water, that's it. There was another one called Kelvin's Special, which requires 3 fish and 1 oyster. The rest, however, I'm not even sure what they are. Well, except one that's a cup of ramen. But aside from that, your guess is as good as mine.
I suppose we'll have to be on the lookout for other kinds of foods than raw meat and fish.
Donnie, did you just eat that human leg?
No.
Yeah, you did. George and I literally just watched you eat it.
Yeah, it did sound like you were chewing on that leg right before it disappeared.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I did. I didn't even mean to. My dumbass character just decided that he was going to eat the fucking thing.
I guess that means you've thrown away your humanity,
okay,
doesn't
you
it?
smartass. Are you really going to use my own words against me when it was simply a mistake? I had no idea I was just going to eat it.
It seems like the game gives you an option to either tap the use button to pick up items, or hold down the use button to immediately consume
Yeah,
it.
that seems to be true, and it's messing with my head.
Say, I was wondering about something.
There is no need to beat around the bush, George.
Very funny.
Wasn't it, though? So what were you going to say?
Have you both heard what's occurred with Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Oh yeah, that shit has pretty much gone up in flames, hasn't it?
Seriously, who hasn't heard of that mockery? I am curious, though, what you think about it, Obama. You know, given the situation surrounding it.
What's there to talk about? When Assassin's Creed Shadows was first announced, I was momentarily excited and suspicious.
Because of Yasuke, right?
Yeah, no shit. The entire drama surrounding Assassin's Creed Shadows is about Yasuke and the fact that he's black.
That's not true, and you know it.
Yes, but I'm speaking on behalf of the morons, so if you want my take, here it is. I wasn't entirely against the actions taken by Ubisoft. At first, that is. After all, Yasuke was a real person, and it's not like they screwed around with anything. And from what history spoke of, things seemed to point to him as a samurai rather than exclusively a servant of Oda. However, my perspective has changed now that new information has come to light.
So you're against it?
Yeah, I am. I know exactly what my history means, but that doesn't mean I'm so desperate as to agree with distortions of history, especially when it comes from another's culture. Thomas Lockley, and whoever's associated with him, tried to push a narrative that spun differently from both sides. On the Western side, he claims almost to a certain degree of fact that Yasuke is who he says he is. Meanwhile, on the Eastern side, he claims it's vague and unlikely to have occurred.
Yeah, I think that's probably the most fucked up part about this whole thing.
Yasuke's situation is like that of a fork in the road. No one knows which road he went. There is now apparently no concrete evidence to support either side. No one alive can put a fact to the claim, so his future is uncertain, and that's where it stands.
This makes the game a fictional alternate history, which is the opposite of what they claimed during their showcase weeks ago, which they then immediately backtracked on because Thomas Lockley has been discredited.
Everything about Thomas Lockley is fraudulent behavior. What he was doing behind the scenes before his book was even published is proof of that. Look, if folks want to support Black history and make sure we're treated fairly, I'm all for it, but not when it includes distortions of history. Just look at what Netflix did with Cleopatra.
Yeah, that was fucked.
And the worst part is they could have had Yasuke in this game as any other character, even one that supports our cause as assassin and helps us on various missions, becoming a pivotal character. Unfortunately, Nawe is the only choice Japanese people have now in the first ever Japanese Assassin's Creed.
Yo, dude, are you seeing this?
Yeah.
What is she doing?
I think she's dancing.
Oh, she's dancing.
You know, on second thought, it's probably a good idea you're not here, Joe.
Wow, bro, that's rude.
What are you doing, Kelvin?
Huh? Kelvin, do you want to watch as well? I guess not. Dude, what the fuck is he doing?
Being a dumbass, that's what.
Well, he just went ahead and ruined the entire mood. Way to go, Kelvin. Well, I think she's gone.
No, she's just laying on the ground.
Oh, really? That's cool.
So what
Jesus!
was that with Aiden Ross?
Dude, Obama.
No way, you just got jump scared by Obama's face, Donnie.
No, I didn't. Shut
Why
up.
are you looking away? Hello?
What does this mean, Donnie?
This means nothing, and the conversation with Aiden Ross can wait for later. This isn't the time nor place.
Oh yeah, because we never do, apparently.
Stand very still. She is approaching, and we don't want to give her any reason to run away from us.
What the hell is she doing now?
Shut up. Oh, come on, seriously. I could have sworn we almost befriended her.
Yeah, it did seem that way.
Dude, what the fuck, Obama? You're still holding that fucking cooking pot.
Well, before we had to play statue with the local mutant girl in the woods, I was busy trying to figure out the mechanics behind the cooking pot. How is that my fault?
You realize, right, that the reason she ran away is because you're holding an item?
Oh shit, are you serious?
Yeah.
But it's just a cooking pot. It's not even a weapon.
Doesn't matter. You cannot be holding any items in your hand, but let's hope that information isn't precise and that you holding a cooking pot didn't ruin things.
Yeah, let's hope.
Hey, so I found this weird icon on the map that looks almost like a wheel. You don't think this game has drivable vehicles, do you?
When you say wheel, do you mean like a map icon?
That's what I said.
Could you even get vehicles in the first game?
I don't think so. The only form of transportation in that game was in the form of zip lines, and they weren't even that practical.
It would help if you went towards that icon, Donnie.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. This particular area just screams a secret, though. There has to be something to this place to be so deliberately set up like this. Okay, yeah, I think it's safe to say that there are vehicles in this game.
Oh, so it's legit then?
Oh, it's real, all right. It even gives a prompt to drive it and everything.
What sort of vehicle is it?
It's a golf cart, which would explain the ruined golf carts littered all over this island.
How are the driving mechanics?
So far, not too bad. I'm not quite sure. I'll get back to you on that. What's nice is that it comes with a GPS on the dashboard, which is very convenient.
Well, okay, I'm skeptical of how it handles since vehicles in a game like this can't be the greatest thing in the world.
Give the developers some credit, Obama. All right, so it does have a bit of a delay to it. You have to hold the button for a tiny bit before it even moves, and once you do get moving, unless you're controlling your speed by tapping the button, you'll just zoom.
A fast golf cart? Who would have known?
It's not that fast. Donnie's just exaggerating. It's decently fast. Coupled with what he said previously can be a tiny problem, given the entirety of this game takes place in a forest with thousands of trees. One wrong move and you're going to ram straight into a tree, and it'll become quite tedious if that's all you ever do.
Makes me wonder if there are going to be other kinds of vehicles.
Oh, there probably is. I highly doubt they went out of their way to add an entire driving system.
Would be fucking
and not...
funny if they just straight up
Dude, can you fuck off?
What?
I was literally talking and explaining shit and you go off and interrupt me? Seriously? Do you think you're the king of the fucking world or something?
What? Of course not. You don't have to be so anal about it.
How about you wait your fucking turn to speak before you open your mouth to yap about shit? If you can't maintain a thought for a few seconds, then it probably didn't fucking matter to begin with.
Wow, okay.
As I was saying, I highly doubt they went out of their way to add an entire driving system and not include more than just a golf cart.
Donnie, you know some games have done the same for less, right?
What? Do you mean something like Friday the 13th, perhaps?
Actually, that's a pretty good example.
The driving in Friday the 13th is special only after you repair the car. But it's so garbage that you stop on a dime the moment you hit anything. Hell, even Jason acts as a mountain that you cannot pass. Like, bro, let me run over that fucker.
What kind of vehicles do you think this game even has, aside from the golf cart?
Well, you could use the golf cart as a way to measure what's feasible. I would discount something like a sports car and all that fancy shit. They'll probably have sleek, short-distance vehicles. Basically, anything within the ballpark of a golf cart, though honestly, I'm not certain. For all we know, they probably have nothing else.
Oh, so can I speak now?
There you go.
There I go, what?
Acting all petty and childish. I said not to interrupt me when I was clearly saying something. You and I, Obama, were friends, and do you know what friends do?
What do they do?
They listen to each other, no matter how crazy or complex it may seem. A great friend should always be capable of listening. If you can't be bothered to do that, then what are you?
You say that, yet how are you any better? You say a lot of shit about all three of us, and don't pretend like you don't interrupt me too.
Yeah, I do. At least I fucking admit to that, because right now, it just seems like you're trying to defend your ego, and also to end this whole discussion this instant. Do you think I care so much about the things you say to me? Because if I did, me and you three, we wouldn't even be having this discussion because I wouldn't be associating myself with you. So the fact that I'm still here talking, chatting, and playing games with you guys, tell me, what do you think?
Sorry, Obama, as much as what you said is true, Donnie's also right as well.
Although I'm only just barely understanding what's going on, I agree to an extent. I mean, don't we all shit on each other and stuff? We get mad, but we never take it to heart. We still end up chatting and playing games. Isn't that what the young folk always say friends should be?
What a world we live in when Joe's the one making sense right now.
Yeah, that's crazy to imagine.
Anyway, it's all water under the bridge. Let's just focus on this game.
Agreed.
Is Donnie really going out of his way to build an entire wall around the base?
Yeah, it seems that way.
You know I can hear you, right?
Yeah, we're aware.
Just thought I'd remind you before you go saying something.
You need to chill.
Hey, Donnie, it just occurred to me. You said that water will freeze during the winter, right?
That's correct. All stationary bodies of water will be completely frozen. The only sources of water that remain flowing are rivers that flow, basically.
Well, that makes sense. Waterfalls and streams don't tend to freeze due to rapid movement.
Jesus Christ, Joe. I'm surprised your brain can even function enough for you to remember that. That's impressive.
Typical Trump banter. How original.
So, that means this entire pond we have sitting right next to our base is going to freeze then. Doesn't that mean that this wall you're making is going to be completely useless?
That's right. The walls will not help us during winter since the cannibals will just walk around it onto the ice. But that's the price we must pay. Of course, I might try to extend the wall onto the ice, but having done this wall already, I'm already sick and tired of having to collect logs and place them down. It takes fucking forever. It's the most tedious shit. I don't think I ever want to do this again.
Wow, Donnie complaining about making a wall. I wasn't expecting that on my bingo card, but then here we are.
You really mock me too much about walls, Joe.
There are two things people know you for during your run for presidency in 2016, as well as during your term. Making America great again, and I'll build a wall and make Mexicans build it.
I didn't say Mexicans will build it. I said Mexico will.
Doesn't really matter which way you said. The result is the same.
Really petty for people to latch on to only two things I brought to the table for America. I listed and did so much more, one of which was deal with North Korea's tyrant. Do you think that man wouldn't have gone to war with the world? He was or is still going through with his nuclear plan. And what are you doing about that, I wonder?
You're a fool if you think a country going to war with America is a smart thing to do.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
And why is that? No one is dumb enough to believe North Korea, even as crazy a dictatorship as it is, would have gone to war with us. America has one of the best military out there.
Nuclear warfare is a zero-sum game where no one walks away a winner. When the stakes are nuclear annihilation, even the most powerful military on Earth becomes irrelevant. In the face of a mushroom cloud, victory is just a word, and no one comes out on top. This isn't a game. It's a death sentence for all sides.
He's right, Joe.
Obama, I just noticed that Virginia is friendly now.
Oh, really?
Why would anyone willingly begin launching doomsday, though? It wouldn't make any logical sense.
My God, if that's what you're asking, then you might as well ask yourself why nuclear weapons even exist. Everyone knows what nukes can do, and guess what? No one cares. When nukes fly, they all fly. It's called equivalent exchange. If we're going down in flames, we'll make damn sure they burn with us.
That is pretty much the reason for it. It, as the saying goes, fighting fire with fire.
Exactly.
Dude, Donnie, did you know you can literally give Virginia weapons?
Wait, seriously?
Yeah, you can give her a pistol and a shotgun.
Wow, I can't believe you can give her 2 weapons, one of which is actually a shotgun?
Yeah, you could also give her a GPS, which is what I did, so now you can see her on the map.
Is that the pink heart I see on the map?
Yeah, that's right.
Seriously, you went with a pink heart for Virginia's icon. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh my God, that's so cool. It's like she's supposed to be your love interest.
No, I didn't choose anything. That's what the game defaults her icon to be.
Oh, well, that's not as impressive.
Yeah, you need time to reflect on your life choices, Joe. But anyway, I wonder why the game is doing that, because I really don't want to agree with this loser over here.
Well, yeah, but then again, you can also see her nip. All right, so I think it's about time we made a bed. That hunter's hut, or whatever it's called, takes up too much space.
Yeah, I agree. Now that we have walls around our base, we should probably organize our space a little better.
Are there seriously no beds in this game?
No, I think there was one I saw earlier when I was perusing through the survival book.
Yeah, I finally found it. It seems you can make a stick bed in a double bed. But, is that it? No way, is there seriously no single beds? Only double beds in the game?
Yeah, it certainly seems that way.
I mean, you can always choose to go with the stick bed, Obama. It's not like the game has back problems.
Very funny. But no, I'm not going with a stick bed. That's just not very fitting with the rest of the cabin.
So you're going to go with a double bed, Obama?
Yeah, looks like I have no choice in the matter.
Looks like you both will be sleeping together. Ain't that funny?
Joe, say another word about this matter, and I'll make sure not to miss like Donnie's attacker did.
Whoa there, dude. Are you threatening me right now?
Obama, you wouldn't even need to go that far. You could probably take care of him by just sneezing in his general direction. That alone would cause him to fall over and snap his spine, most likely.
You guys are seriously messed up, I swear.
Yeah, like what the hell, guys?
So you go ahead and say some nasty shit, and all of a sudden, you're the victim when you're the one who started it? I wasn't aware you were a part of that crowd, Joe. No wonder they love you so much.
Okay, that's enough. Continue down that road, and we will need to hire Ryan Reynolds to take a stand for us.
Yeah, sucks what's going on with Ryan Reynolds in the new Deadpool movie.
You mean it sucks for the losers trying to go against him? That's right, trying, because the dude is utterly goated. Obama, watch out!